How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I thought this morning that I was going to put up these two videos, which I will put up later today. I thought I was going to put them up. But at this point, I am being spiritually led, and I must obey Yah in the way that I am being led. And truly, I can't even say I must say we, and I will point that out. So y'all see the title and the symbol, and it speaks volumes. But what I'm going to present to the royal family is much, much deeper. So first, I would like to thank Conscious One, and I'll read it. True royal family, can you do a video about the Crown Act that California just passed? Here's a link that explains what it is. Thank you, Queen, and keep up the great informative work, Ashe. See, y'all see why it is necessary for me to take the time to read the royal family's messages, because I often say, render your voice. And your voice is very, very important, because I'm doing a lot, and I can't keep up with everything. We are all collectively are in this. And what I'm going to present is something that I've been repeating over and over and over. And it shows the beauty of Yah, and the message is that Yah is leaving you and I. But truly, it's a we thing. So again, Conscious One, thank you, because I really thought I was going to do what I was going to do, but no, because y'all know for the last few days I've been doing spiritual videos, and it's a feeling that I get, and we, a lot of us get it, and I'm going to honor it, because that is my duty and responsibility for the royal family. So this link that was sent to me by Conscious One, I'm only going to read the title. I will put the link to this, but I don't feel like it's necessary to read the article, because I'm being spiritually led, and there's much deeper things that I have to say and what this article offers. But I will read the title. California lawmakers vote unanimously, to pass bill banning discrimination against natural hair. So when I first started reading things, and I'm always going to do that deeper research, I must do that. I was pissed. I was just really pissed and bothered. But I said, okay, I must obey, because it's going somewhere. So we will get right into it. So doing my research, and y'all know I'm up here in Northern California, this was something that had passed me. I did not know anything about it. So let's listen to what this sister has to say.
Senate Bill 188 by Senator Mitchell, an act relating to discrimination.
Senator Mitchell.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Colleagues, today I'm presenting SB 188, the Crown Act, the act to create a respectful and open workplace for natural hair. Colleagues, the purpose of introducing this bill and bringing it before you today is really twofold. First, to help dispel myths and educate those of you who need it about the unique qualities of black hair, its texture, and the black hair experience. Secondly, it's to challenge common held myths about what constitutes professionalism in the workplace. Until very recently, a Google image search for, quote, unprofessional hairstyles yielded only pictures of black women with their natural hair or wearing braids or twists. Although disheartening, this fact was not very surprising. Eurocentric standards of beauty have established the very underpinnings of what was acceptable and attractive in the media, in academic settings, and in the workplace. And so even though African Americans were no longer explicitly excluded from the workplace, black features and mannerisms remained unacceptable and, quote, unprofessional. Until recent decades, black men and women didn't often challenge these standards. They donned wigs or straightened their hair with harsh chemical relaxers to meet those Eurocentric standards. My colleague from Fresno reminded me about the conch, a chemical process that many African American men wore in the early 20th century. It was a hairstyle that was arduous, dangerous, and frankly not even particularly attractive. For centuries, black people had no choice but to conform to harsh and expensive standards to change their natural appearance. Some people believe that this is an issue of the past, that we're beyond such outright discrimination based on appearance. And some, quite frankly, aren't quite sure that this is an issue at all. Federal and state law do protect individuals from discrimination based on religious hairstyles and head coverings. However, there are still far too many cases of black employees and applicants denied employment or promotion, even terminated because of the way they choose to wear their hair. I have heard far too many reports of black children humiliated and sent home from school because their natural hair was deemed unruly or a distraction to others. Can we truly say that equity exists when our children are denied the right to learn in class because of the characteristics of their hair? Where is the justice when black men and women are denied access to economic advancement because of their natural appearance? Braids, twists, and locks should also be my protected right to choose. We're talking about hairstyles like mine, quite frankly, which would, without question, fit in an image of professionalism if bias or negative stereotypes were not involved. The supposed race-neutral workplace grooming policies that ban braids, twists, cornrows, or locks may apply to employees or applicants of all races. However, they have a disparate impact on black men and women. This means that these policies are far more likely to exclude black people from the workplace than people of any other race. There are those in opposition who believe that the bill will result in frivolous claims that will burden employers, or that the bill will prevent employers from requiring the wearing of hair nets or other protective hair covering. Colleagues, that is not the truth. However, by clarifying that hair texture and hairstyles are tied to racial identity, this bill actually helps make employers aware of traits that have been historically excluded and helps them create grooming policies that will foster inclusion and diversity. SB 188 protects black employees and students from being forced to conform to a non-inclusive idea of a professional image at the expense of their personal choice. With that, I ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Mitchell. Members, any discussion or debate? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
May I close?
Certainly.
I appreciate
would
that.
Would you like to close?
I would. I just wanted to add a point that we as a body consistently show a capacity as members of the Senate to understand and empathize with those who aren't like us, who come from different backgrounds, ethnicities, culture, or religion. I believe that any law, policy, or practice that sanctions a job description that immediately excludes me from a position, not because of my capacity or my capabilities or my experience, but because of my hairstyle choice, is long overdue for reform. So I respectfully ask for your aye vote of SB 188.
Okay, my royal family, let me go back ever so slightly.
Ayes 37, no 0, the measure passes.
Let me go back here just a little tad.
37, no 0, the measure.
So I respectfully ask for your aye vote of
So, my royal family, I have been saying for the last 3 years that Yah said that I would always see the number 17. And you see 17. And also 1 plus 8 plus 8 equals 17. I'm telling you, Yah is speaking volumes to the royal family. And again, the meaning of the number 17 in the Bible, the number 17 symbolizes overcoming the enemy and a complete victory. Overcoming the enemy and a complete victory. That is powerful to me. That is touching to me. It is overwhelming, because when I was watching this, I was like, amazing, amazing. I said I will let what she has to say speak for itself. It's stirring up a lot of emotions in me. And the one thing that I was telling my husband, that anytime I see it or hear it, because y'all didn't tell me I was going to hear it, that's y'all's sense of humor, I acknowledge it fully. I acknowledge it fully. I have said to the royal family, my husband was born on the 17th. I got hurt at work on the 17th. My mother passed on the 17th. My uncle passed on the 17th. My master teacher, my father himself, has 17 letters in his name. My oldest son has 17 letters in his name. My mother gave birth to me when she was 17 years old. I can go on and on and on with this beautiful divine number. I thank you to the depths of my soul, Father Yah. So my royal family, we are coming out of our captivity. And I'm wondering or participating, what more will occur? Because what we seen that occurred, my interpretation of it is being re-crowned by our Father. He's acknowledging us. And some people are not even aware, the enemies is not even aware what is going down. Not aware at all. Some people are not, and some people are fully aware. I just don't know, so I would not speak on that like I have all the answers, because I need my family to continue to keep leading me, guiding me, and speaking to me. Your words are that important to me, and I can't, on this channel, I just simply can't gloss over things like that. I really can't, because we're all being led. We're all being led. And I was like, wow, now isn't that ironic? And I'm glad, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate this queen here, Mitchell, Holly Mitchell, for that was the perfect name, The Crown Act. The Crown Act. I said, wow, thank you, my queen. Thank you. very, very much. So, you know, as far as the discrimination of just our hair alone, that's why I was so irritated. I was like, damn, we got to go through all of this to get full respect, that you have to pass basically a law, you know, because the enemy and the enemy supporters may feel some kind of way because you want to stay in your natural state. See, the reason why they react to that, because they fear that. Because when you go back to your natural self to the best of your ability in this system, you're becoming more conscious, you're becoming more in tune with Yah, and the enemy fears that. They fear that because they know you are looking way beyond them. They are not a factor at all. That is fear that they have. Because I keep saying, see, some of us are so affected by this system, we don't realize that the enemy, I keep saying, see the kingdom in us, see the everlasting life in us. He gave them that much to keep them fully uncomfortable. Fully uncomfortable. One thing that I've learned when I had my spiritual experience, there is no accidents. No, not one damn bit. Absolutely no accidents at all. At all, my royal family. So I thank you, Conscious One, for being led and redirected me. Because like I said, I had some videos, some things that I wanted, 2 videos I want to put up, and y'all get that later. But we will sit on this because it is so spiritual that I had to act upon that. So when I do spiritual videos, my royal family, I purposely will pull back for a few days or hours, let's say hours or days, to give it time for us to absorb it. I don't want us to be distracted by the usual videos, the things that continue to happen to us in this system, because I often say every millisecond someone is disrespecting or hurting, killing, maiming the royal family. So my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.